Hello, brothers and sisters of land. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I'm trying to keep it down in any degree in 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, I mean something very, very important. Because everything I say is fucking important. Okay. If you have comments, questions, or insults, or even roast stress, you put it down below. Okay. If you don't know me by now, look at my other videos. Don't make assumptions like most of the fools and asses out there. And look at my old videos. Okay? I'm a comedian, also a therapist. I do my research. I'm a schizoaffective, so I'm not mentally ill. It's just the other way around. You're mentally ill. Okay? And of course, and why do I say this? Ask a question and I'll answer that question, okay? Other than that, if you have any comments, questions, or insights, you put it down below. And I just woke up. I'm pretty busy. I gotta watch my daughters. I gotta watch my wife. I gotta beat my wife. I gotta beat my daughters. I gotta teach them the rules of the land. I gotta teach them the rules of everything. Okay? My video is about psychology and common sense. Mark Twain, Socrates, okay, etc. Okay. I ask questions. You ask a question, then you learn more. You don't ask questions, you become an imbecile. You become an asswipe. Assumptions always leads to assuming, okay? And assuming means you're an ass. Just ask the goddamn question and do the research on it. But anyway, I wasted a minute of your time. Yes, I missed a minute of your time. Okay, I wrote down things I can make up for other videos. I'm almost done. At 500 videos, I had to go a little bit over because I did that in my past Martheus knowledge, in which I did travel to Ethiopia, in which I did talk to many women, and which I did show videos of me holding a dildo, shaking it, and smacking dumb females in the top of their heads, okay? Mental is on the rise, babies. And of course, we may not live to the age to 2019. We may be bombarded by 5G radio waves and doppelganger individuals who our bodies are actually taken over, okay? Yes, I'm a crazy motherfucker, but I talk the truth. But if you give me a chance, you don't have to give me a chance. You don't have to give me a chance at all. You can just fly your ass off the page, okay? Just fly your ass off the page. Yeah. I do have most interesting subjects, and I try to get rid of most people because I don't really need the most majority of you. I'm not really ambitious. You can donate. You don't have to donate. You can dislike. Okay. See? There you go. That's the trick with me and those other subscribers out there and those other YouTubers out there. They're not that special. It's a small handful of people out there. They usually don't have millions of subscribers, okay? It's this small, okay? All right? Let's get on with the topic now. I just woke up. And so this video is going to be how to deal with your depression. How to deal with your depression. Depression is like a chemical imbalance, they say, okay? But it could be a spiritual thing. Did you know that? Okay, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to deal with depression because I have schizophrenia and it comes in the bipolars and stuff. And people who got multiple, because I have a lot of knowledge, but I can't bring it out. It's not my brain being calcified. It's not my brain being calcified, people. You're completely incorrect, okay? Because I eat mostly healthy, okay? And I work out. In the wintertime, I don't move that much. But let me go down the list of things that you can actually do to actually help your depression, because sometimes I get depression, and depression feels like there's no purpose of life. But I'll give you the next video. I'll tell you why there is a purpose of life. Okay, and oh yeah, and another thing too. Later on tonight, I might be just doing some live videos. So be prepared for that. You share my videos and you get prepared. I'm gonna start using my Martheus Knowledge 3. I'll start doing that. Okay, at about 8 p.m. 8 or 9. So you get ready. It's usually 8 p.m. or 9. I'm going to stay on for like about 40 minutes, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to do 3 hours like Tommy Sotomayor. If you give me money and you want me to do a studio, this money is for a gift as for a studio. Then I'll do it. That's completely different. But in truth or reality, I don't want to be really, really popular. Okay? Not because I'll get in trouble or anything. It's just that I believe in spirits and ghosts and supernatural beings. Okay? I'm paranoid like that. And I'm funnier than you. Okay? But of course, yeah, let's go down the list here. The first thing is that I have a family. Before I met my wife, I always kept myself distracted. Either I got a lot of rest, I worked out by playing basketball, okay, I play a lot of video games because a lot of guys who play games are in a sort of depression state. They have nothing else better to do, okay? But then if they do, they keep themselves distracted even more. I tried to do research on trying to find home-based businesses, but most of the businesses out there are out as a scam. Okay, they just only feed off their multi-marketing, we call it triangle, the forbidden triangle. You put your money in, you get we call it a compensation. What do you call it? When you sell something, you get a small percentage of what you sell. What's that called? I can't think of it right now. I'm still waking up. Brain fart, you can say. But anyway, I spent thousands of dollars on home-based businesses, and they mostly failed. Not simple enough, you want to say. Okay. But I did put a lot of effort into it. I express myself through, you can make videos on helping people. You can help people like I do. I'm a missionary. I help people even though I don't have the money. Okay. I help her families. I don't have that money that much. Okay? But her families need help too. Music helps you, but it can make you kind of depressed though. I listen to some really fucking deep ass music and then be like, oh my God, it's time for me to leave. Like ramen yada, baby. Like ramen yada noodles. Right? Ramen yada noodles. Time for me to leave, but then I realize it's only temporary. Depression is only temporary. If you constantly feel this feeling, then you have to move more. You gotta move. You gotta be active. You can't sit down. You can't be doing that shit. You gotta be active. You gotta walk. Cause I've walked more than most of you out there. This is a 100% fact. You don't know me, but I used to walk when I was a child. I used to be like, my mom forced me to walk actually. And on top of that, I enjoy walking because you can actually listen to their voices more clear when you walk. You actually have a conversation with them. You give them a chance. If you're schizophrenic, you can hear voices. Now, some people have different levels. Okay, I know I made a video about it, but there's different levels of schizophrenia. Some people can see things. Some people are partially possessed. Okay, just to narrow it down, you're partially possessed. You can see things or you hear things, or they affect your body. They affect your movements. They affect your thoughts. But of course, okay, I'm becoming monotone. I'm not becoming monotone. I'm just waking up. I just wake up, motherfucker. Okay, don't get on my nerve about it. And as I said before, you can be a comedian, you can be YouTubers, okay. As I told you before, a lot of black comedians, or even white comedians too, hear voices and they're schizophrenic as well. They're not going to tell you, motherfucker. Alright, they're not going to tell you. But anyway, I digress here. Medication is not the key. Though medication can help because sometimes it gets extreme when the voices kind of mess with me sometimes. Okay. I try to go to sleep on your own naturally. Drink some milk or something like that. Medications have side effects. Medication has side effects, but I still have to take it in increments. It's like poison, a little bit of poison. This world is like poison. Okay, no matter what you eat, it's kind of like poison. But if your DNA is not strong enough, you might have heart palpitations and fucking strokes and shit. Maybe that's the reason why I had stroke like a year ago or something like that, because I took that medication. But anyway, I digress here. What else? Okay. Reading doesn't really help all that when you have depression, okay? But of course, if you can, you try it. But that's all I wanted to say about how to deal with your depression. That's it. Keep yourself distracted. Do something. Medications is not the key. So if you want to take medications and you have bipolar or some shit, then, that's not the key. You got to find alternative routes, natural routes. That's what I do. But sometimes that horse medication can do a great deal of eliminating the problem at that time, okay? Because I'm not one of those deep in schizophrenics where I just talk to myself out in public and shit, and people can see you, or you're listening to a dog and you're actually turning your head and you see the fucking dog and you actually talk to it. You see the dog and you start talking to it right in public when you know you're in the fucking public. And then some policeman will be called on you and shit. Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters. Laying down, welcome over to my page. You have a nice fucking day. It's under 10 minutes. And these are the tips and strategies, and there's also others that I may have missed, that can help you with your depression. Peace.